Hi, I'm back here at Waffle House because this is an awesome spot to come when you're on the carnivore diet. There's just so much here that we can have. You can order a la carte. It just makes it so simple. So yeah, I'm back here. And this is a great time of day because I'm the only person in here other than the staff, so it's nice and quiet to record this video. This is the video for weeks 15 and 16. Again, I'm doing a 2-week video here. I hope you don't mind my stretching it out such a long period of time, but quite frankly, there's not always a lot going on every week to make an interesting video out of. But during this period of time, the Thanksgiving holiday came up. So let me know down below, how did you handle the Thanksgiving holiday? Did you give up, just eat everything that was on the table? Or did you stick to the carnivore plan? Because you gotta have a plan to survive this. I not only made it through Thanksgiving, I actually went out and exercised. I took time off from cooking the turkey, cooking the ham. We were transporting that to another person's home. But I had enough time where I went out and I walked. And along those same lines, I'm pretty proud that I've been walking a whole lot more. Previous videos I've told you about how I've kind of slacked off on that. I'm trying to get back into that. I'm trying to do it on a regular basis, and I've actually increased weights. I've got a 5-pound weight in each hand while I'm doing that walking. So I'm really trying to stick to this, folks. And Thanksgiving, I only had turkey and ham. That's all I had. I had other people encouraging me, "Oh, Ralph, it's only one day. It's a holiday. You can, have other stuff today." No, I did not. I did not give up to the pressure. I even had somebody else doing either a keto or a carnivore type diet who was kind of saying that same stuff to me. They were blowing it for a couple of days and encouraging me to do the same thing. No, I did not. I stuck with only the turkey and the ham. So I was very good. But if you weren't, don't beat yourself up over this. This is a plan for the long term. It's not a plan for today, for tomorrow. You might be surviving just one day at a time, but it's okay if you blew it, get back on. It does not change the whole overall program. Stick with this. We can do this. We got this. Now, we've got Christmas coming up too. If you blew it on Thanksgiving, imagine what Christmas is gonna be like. You gotta have a plan, folks. Gotta have a plan. What's your plan? Let me know down below. How did you survive Thanksgiving? Let me know down below. Leave me some comments. We're here as a community to help each other. We're not gonna blame you. We're gonna help you through this if you didn't quite make it. Other people down there struggled with it. It wasn't easy for me. You can do this too. Now, I told you I'm walking more. I'm going farther. I'm not quite as out of breath doing it, and that's great. I'm still losing weight, not huge amounts. For the 2-week period, I was down 3.1 pounds. Not too bad. That means I'm down a total of 36 pounds since I started this. So I'm going to give you a clue here. I'm down to roughly about 269 pounds. So, do the math, you can see where I started. Speaking of that weight, I had that video on the Wise Smart Scale. Okay, I've been using it every day. Most days, all it gives me is the weight. Sometimes, and I mean just sometimes, it gives me all the other 13 functions that it's supposed to give me. I wish it gave it to me every day, but it's enough to kind of help track it and to see what the trends are doing. So, I'm still using it. I'm glad I didn't have to invest a lot of money in it. I'm thinking that at least the weight part is pretty accurate, even though I may not always have access to all those 13 different functions, which would be nice to have. I also used some of this time right after Thanksgiving to go out and donate platelets. Now, I've told y'all at least a couple of times before the importance of donating blood or platelets or plasma. We as carnivores especially, we are taking a lot of iron into our bodies by eating so much meat. Donating blood or platelets or plasma helps get rid of some of that iron and balance our systems out. You're not depleting your whole body of the iron. You're just keeping it at manageable levels so it doesn't get too high. That can be a real problem when you have meat as your primary thing that you're eating. So it's good for that. It's good from the standpoint of you're helping other people and that makes you feel good. But also there are other things that I've mentioned before. It reduces your risk of cancer. It reduces drastically your chances of a heart attack or a stroke. So I mean, there's a lot of reasons to do this, not just because it's helping other people, which should be a big enough reason right there just by itself, but this is actually going to be helping you as well. Now, speaking of blood, I want to talk about blood pressure. I'm going to be showing you a picture here of my blood pressure cuff. You'll see those are pretty terrific numbers. That has not always been that terrific. When I started this, my blood pressure had actually gotten fairly high. And the doctor and I have been monitoring it for about the last year and a half, going in on a regular basis and checking it out. And I have been making some strides in getting it down, but there was nothing like the carnivore diet and losing weight to actually get it down to this level. So I'm quite proud of the level that it's at. But even more, I want to mention, you'll notice that's a wrist cuff for that blood pressure monitor. What I had difficulties with before was I'd put that wrist cuff on, it would inflate, and in the process of inflating, it would snap off. It's held on by Velcro, but it would just expand so much it would snap off because it wasn't getting a really good grip on my wrist because my wrists were kind of on the large size. Just this morning, I noticed that I'm able to wrap that strap very comfortably all the way around and very securely. I don't have to worry about that thing popping off as it's inflating. I didn't even think about losing weight around my wrist of all places. I was noticing my ankles, just, and this is anecdotally, I'm not measuring them or anything, but they look smaller to me. My ankles, I think I was showing a lot of fluid retention in them and they looked thick to me. They just didn't look thick to me when I looked at them the other day. Now, maybe looking at them from a distance, maybe in a camera or a mirror or something, maybe they look different, but just looking down at them, they look smaller to me. That's a real plus. So you see subtle changes. It's not always just in the weight that you lose. It's also in the shape that your body is becoming. Little things. The wrist, the ankles, my pant size. Sweatshirts are a smaller size than what they used to be. When I went to donate blood, they gave out a free sweatshirt, a nice hoodie, the one I'm wearing right now. And I asked for a size smaller than what I used to ask for. And it fits very comfortably, very roomy, very happy with this. There are a lot of positives to being on this diet. Now, also during this last 2 weeks, I was sick for about 4 of those days. And I still made it through. I still lost weight. I still stuck with the plan. So if I can do this, and sometimes I'm not always very motivated to do things like exercise, I know you can do this. We can do this together. Share your thoughts, your feelings down below. We're a great group. We're down there helping each other. People at all different levels. So please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave us comments to let us know how you're doing. Appreciate it. I will catch y'all the next time. Next time I'm planning on giving y'all a really great recipe for chuck roast. The best you've ever had. Trust me on this. Catch you then. Bye-bye.